Here we are, we're back. As you can see, we've trimmed it up, we've got the top, we've moulded the top bucket into the bottom one, we've put a staircase going down this way, we've alleviated some of the top, got rid of some of that mass. Oh, and there's another little tower poking out the side, another staircase. Just try and plan your staircases to go different ways. Got the start of the top door, there he is, and we're going to put a few more details on, and then we'll be back. So as you can see, we've gone round it a bit, we put some cutaways under the roof there, we put some more windows around the back, put the doorway in, we put some steps on the side. Now one of the things people are always asking is how I can make my steps look better. So what we can do is get our trusty spatula and just cut a line straight down underneath the step, like that, okay? And then just take these out. You can even make them into rocks if you want to. Just rip them out and make them look like stone that is holding the staircase up. This is going to be a building, but I'm going to recycle it now. And that's going to be our stone parapet, or stone wall holding up the side of our castle. Get the big old rocker here. Massive rock on the bottom. So we can do all that. And you can just hack these out with your spatula if you want to. Just undercut them a bit. Make sure they stick right out. Okay, usual stuff. Get them all like that, get them underneath, cut them out. Okay, it's very important you get your rocks to stick out. A lot of people, one of the main problems is not cutting enough off. They're too frightened to cut. They don't want to make a mistake. Well, here's news, folks. News 101. It's only sand and water, and you can always rebuild it. Tidy your edges up. Make sure all your edges are great and clean. Look, that's not very good, is it? Hey, so if it breaks off, just make the window a bit bigger. Who cares? Is somebody measuring this? I don't think so. Just get it nice and clean like that. Try and get your details clean. And then here we go with steps again. Down, out, sideways, in. Very, very simple. Very, very easy. Very, very effective. Once you've got your stairs down to this point, what do we do then? Another door. Well, okay, let's just put in a really simple door, shall we? Use our little Sandcastle tool, which of course you can get from sandcastlelessons.com online, or we prefer it if you visit and had a lesson, and then we'll give you a toolkit with your lesson. That would be way better, wouldn't it? See, look, you can just make a door in there. Remember what we said last time? Always hollow the sides out so it looks like the door's going somewhere. Clear it out, and there it is. Nice little dark doorway. The corridors are going off it. Oh, it's a bit broken. Tidy it up. Let's just make it tidier like that. Okay. And it is pretty funny using a phone with one hand and trying to carve and talk at the same time. Bit of a multitasking deal. So we'll be back. See, we're back again. I don't know where San Diego is. I think he's wandered off. But yeah, so you can see we've got a space here, and people are always, another question people are always asking is, how can I do something with it? What am I doing? Okay, well look, you've got an overhang here. Let's make that overhang a bit more precise. Let's bring those rocks out. Take the edges off the rocks, make them actually stick out of the wall. Why not? You know, but you've got your staircase coming down to here. How can we make that better? Look, we've done a little bit of a dint in here for the doorway, and we're going to put a simple door in with the tool. We can come down the side of the steps, again like this. Alright, change the shape. Now's your opportunity to change the shape. So why not have some sort of hexagon or join in the other tower? Now if you run into something, make sure you get the edges flat and straight. Move it up like that. Move around. Get this one fairly straight. Move around. And get that one fairly straight. Then you can have another pillar over here holding this side up. Okay? Just change the shape. Everybody's always going on about, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. You can do anything. It's a sandcastle. That's the whole point. That's why we don't do boring. Boring is where you have to do the same as everybody else. We don't do that. Okay, so you can do this, and then because we've got such a thin tower, we're going to introduce you to this little tool here. There he is. This is our window maker. It just makes nice long slotted windows. Again, dig them nice and deep so you can see them. Okay, put them in a line this time, don't put them around the side, because it gives that deal that they're going down in a line. Okay, get them nice and straight. So that's how you can, put another one in here, why not? Could be another little tower for the guards, they live under the stairs. And then you can always do this, and then give the impression there's a staircase by going upwards. Okay, so you can see we're actually getting somewhere now. We've got a lot more detail, windows, staircases. Staircases going both ways. Our rock wall is finished. You can see how that really pops now, and looks like it's holding the side up. So let's see what else we can do, and we'll be back. So here's another little trick we've done. Everybody wants to know what happens if you go all the way through. Well, not a lot really. If you've got a nice compacted block, you don't get the problems you get with soft pack or just hand stacking a pile. You can go up and you can even put some stairs in there. So that's really cool. We've got the signature crack running down the side. We've got the stairs. We're going to see how many holes we can put through the side now, I think. More windows. Be back in a mo. So one of the other cool things you can do to really make things pop is when you've got some stones and you've got a hole all the way through, like we have here, and I'm going to show you that. It goes all the way through there. We come down to these windows, but then we have these stones. One of the things, you can use a spatula that's been cut down like this, and actually just go between the stones and hollow that right out into that window. Obviously we're going through, we're making an awful lot of holes in this thing, but hey, there's an old saying where I come from: if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much room. So let's take that right through there into our hole and see whether we can clear some of that out and make it look like our stones have been a window at one time. So we can see through there. What's it like? Oh, there's some debris in there. So get our clearer, go in with it like that. Take some of that away so we get a bigger space. Don't disturb our steps, which are in there. You can see how thin we've got the walls now as well, which is pretty cool. So then we want the good old-fashioned straw. And there we have a hole all the way through. Really cool. It just makes for a bit of extra viewing pleasure, really. Right, let's see how many more things we can dig in it. Be back in a minute. Right, you can see where we've gone round it. We've got holes through there. We've gone through the door to the window. That follows him round over here. We've got windows all the way down. We've got cracks in the wall. We've got staircases going both ways. We've got more windows that go through to other windows. We've put a hole through the brickwork. We've got the stairs hanging out in the middle of nowhere. So it's looking pretty cool. But one of the other things you can do is a bit of contrast. So we're going to show you the difference between having just two plain walls together and contrasting them. So let me do this and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, we're back, and you can see what a difference that makes. It just lifts the whole tower out from the other tower. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. We just need to do a couple more bits on the bottom. But I think that's about it for Sandcastle Snippets today, with me, Andy Hancock from South Padre Island, which is, as we know, the Sandcastle capital of the world. See you next time.